Hello, my name is Nuno Correia, and I would like to present our paper, Connected Layers, Evaluating Visualizations of Embodiment in Contemporary Dance Performances. Interactive visuals have become a common component of contemporary dance performances. But what is the role of visuals in dance? Regarding this topic, Weschler et al. State, if an artwork and its technology are prepared carefully enough, then the interactivity can be accessible to an audience directly, and this is the greatest artistic potential. This brings us to our research question. What design approaches for interactive visuals in dance can lead to an engaging and aesthetically appealing experience for the audience? We adopted the performance-led research in the wild approach, informed by perspectives from Benford et al. In performance-led research in the wild, artists drive the creation of novel performances with the support of HCI researchers that are then deployed and studied at public performance. Pham et al. Discuss three emerging issues, among them visibility of input, in relation to the deployment of biosensors and bodily tracking technologies in interactive performances. They propose a classification based on a 2x2 matrix, with type of interaction in the y-axis and the visibility of input in the x-axis. We developed 4 performances iteratively during the Moving Digits project. We organized 3 co-design events in 2019 involving mostly the same group of artists, with the following objectives: the creation of contemporary dance choreographies involving technology, and the development of the technological component to support those choreographies across the design space mapped by Rostami et al. We set up a public event in Tanzhaus NRW, Düsseldorf, on the 26th of October 2019. The event consisted of 4 short performances, each with approximately 15 minutes. Each performance followed a different interaction design approach to map data from body to visuals. The Beautiful Glitch used motion capture or mocap, suit. Emotional landscapes used sensors, breath, positional, and color. Connection retrieval used video camera. And the Dance to Remember followed a minimal interaction approach. I will now present a 2-minute video with these 4 performances captured during the event in Düsseldorf, Tanzhaus NRW.
Yellow, yellow.
I will help you with my favorite song.
He is not in a state of concept. She is in the present. Right now she feels like time has bubblegum elastic features. Maybe she is in the topic extended present. Time percolates rather than flows. I know she is in the timelessness.
Zelda,
Yes.
can you turn up the volume and turn off the lights?
Regarding methods, After each performance, 26 audience members were asked to fill in a questionnaire composed of a set of 4 Likert scale questions and 2 open-ended questions. In the end of the event, we conducted interviews with 4 audience members. We will now present 6 implications for design from our study. 1. Balancing trade-offs within a mapping clarity spectrum. The 4 performances represent different points in a mapping clarity spectrum. There is no perfect solution or one-size-fits-all in such creative approaches, but different points in this spectrum offer different trade-offs to the audience. Direct, one-to-one mappings of data to visuals, such as avatar representations based on mocap data and video images of the body, seem to be more easily recognizable by audience members, but they tend to be considered a mere copy. Audience members were able to recognize subtle mappings such as mapping of a breath sensor to scale of visuals, or movement amount also to scale of visuals. But with these subtle mappings comes increased ambiguity. Based on these trade-offs regarding mapping clarity, we consider it to be useful to create a mapping clarity diagram of the performances, which can be seen on this slide. We adapted the visibility of input classification by Rostami et al. We replaced the visibility of input axis by a mapping clarity axis. Also, as shown by our results, clarity is a continuum, not a binary. We maintained the original type of interaction axis, but also removed the boundary between biosensing and body tracking, as some performances may combine both. We added on-body and in-space to these type of interaction labels to further clarify this continuum. 2. Connecting layers. Identifying a connection between visuals and performers was found to be correlated with enjoyment. Successful additional strategies to foster this could be connect visuals to the set, costume, and sound design, harmonize the style of image processing with the choreography and movement qualities, and link the visuals with dramaturgical levels of the performance, the story, and eventually dialogue, using symbolic representation. We argue that, in the multi-layered ecology of a dance performance, interactive visuals have a role to play, not just adding a layer on top, but connecting the different layers of the performance, contributing to a holistic and coherent experience. Audience members manifested enjoyment when these connections were detected, and manifested distraction or confusion when they did not. We propose to use the term actor to define both the performers and the visuals, as they are liaising and establishing connections in the multi-layered network of the performance. We base this proposal on Latour's actor network theory. We propose an ecological approach to live visuals reflected on our performance network diagram with connected layers that can be seen on this slide. 3. Visuals as co-creative mediator. Audience members recognize the role of visuals as a mediator between the movement of dancers. For example, one dancer reacting to the representation of the other dancer in the visuals instead of reacting to the other directly. However, this mediation can be reductive when it is too prescriptive of movement. It was considered more successful when the visuals expressed the qualities of the connection between the dancers and not just mirroring. For example, manipulating the visuals of a dancer in a way that conveys the relationship between them. 4. Define territory and individuality of visuals. The stage setup can assist in balancing the power between visuals and dancers so that one does not overpower the other. The performances that were more successful in this had a very clear territory for the visuals and for the dancers. These distinct territories should not be stretched too far apart, otherwise there is a risk of confusing the audience. Scale is also an issue. If the visuals become too small, they may have too little impact. Another identified successful approach was to convey an individual identity to the visuals distinct from the dancer. 5. Exploration of perspective shift and abstract fragmentation. The approach of showing the dancers in a different perspective through the visuals from the one that the audience already sees was considered successful. Another positive strategy regarding visuals was to generate semi-abstract imagery by manipulating camera feeds, a fragmentation of reality. This double approach of fragmenting reality and shifting perspective relates to cubism in art. 6. Extending findings to other domains. Our insights can assist in achieving a balance in terms of ambiguity of mappings. There is an inherent visibility of input. Bodily tracking tends to be more visible, biosensing less, but through visuals this can be challenged. We emphasize the importance of interrelating the different elements of the system in terms of design, creating a multi-layered piece, ensuring that both the user and the visuals are in the intersection of these elements. Visuals can act as a unifying glue between them. These implications can be useful to other fields beyond dance. We now present the references from this slideshow, and we invite you to visit our website, movingdigits.eu. Thank you.